Right, I thought I'd better take some video because we've been out here for hours and I haven't taken anything yet. So let's go and knock Andrew's little FMX box thing out of the sky again. Oh yeah, listen out for the farty noises on the Wiesel. Right. Landed!
Howdy, it's Matt. Now I'm adding this extra bit of voiceover so that you can get a kind of an idea of what my personal plan and what my goals were for yesterday's, by the time you see it, flying session up at Haresfield Beacon. So the model which I'm using is the Wiesel XP. Now I bought this from a company called epp-modelle. It's a German-based company and it cost me about 25 quid, something like that. Absolute bargain. And talk about versatility, it's the one model which can cope with like low wind, strong winds and everything in between, and it can do anything you could ever ask of a slope soaring model. Brilliant little just a brilliant little handful. It's absolutely crazy. Anyway, my point being is that as you're watching this episode, look for the maneuvers which I'm doing. I'm doing them on purpose because my personal goal for today was to perfect the slow roll. So what I mean by that is that we'll get the model flying normally, and then we'll say bank left, and then I'll catch her inverted, pause for a moment, and then bring her back round the right way, and then try my best not to lose any height in the maneuver. And then I'll do it to the left, and then I'll do it to the right. And then I got so good at this, by the end of the day, what I was able to do was do a slow roll to the left, come back round straight again, and then do a slow roll to the right. Basically, a figure of 8 in the sky without losing any height. Now, this is one of the beautiful things about slope soaring, is because you just basically get unlimited slope time or flight time until you make a mistake, basically, or want to come in and actually land the model. So I got literally hours on the slope today just perfecting that roll, just going up, catching her inverted, so lots of down elevator in her, then knock her around to the left, but then as I come around the left, I'm pulling back on the stick at the same time so that I don't lose any height. It's something which I've wanted to get a decent amount of airtime to do, and I'm really happy. I've now come home, I'm adding this voiceover at home, and I'm personally very happy with myself because the amount of rolls which I did today were absolutely fantastic. Oh, also up on the slope, you'll see Andy, who's Howdy 2008. I'll put a link to his YouTube channel below for you. I'm sure you've seen Dave on the flight line. You can't miss him with his great big bright coat. I'm sure you've seen him in other episodes as well. I'll put a link to his YouTube channel in the video description. And the other chap is Doug as well. And yeah, the four of us banging models up and down, absolutely brilliant fun. Oh, do look out for Andrew's questionable landing around 7 minutes. He did actually get Dave on the flight line, literally as we got there. He flew it straight into Dave's arm. I mean, that was on the first flight. Kind of set the tone for the day. And Andy also had me nearly twice as well. But fair dues, I think I nearly had them all at least once as well on the flight line. Oh, and I collected the model from an untold number of trees as well. I do like to push my luck on the slope. I will fly a couple of feet just away from the bank and the bushes on there because I like to push myself every single time when I go flying. And the slope is a fantastic place to have fun at because you can get the model right in close and just have so much fun. So with that said, for myself, Matt, thank you ever so much for watching this episode. I'm going to leave it running in the background with some tunes on, which you may hear already in the background. Like I said, look out for Andrew's model landing around 7 minutes. And also, I've got my point which I've just made about today being just a practice day for getting those slow rolls lit, and just try and get some muscle memory on my right thumb to get the roll up, then down elevator in there, bring it round to the right with pulling backwards so I don't lose any height. So you will see me do that maneuver over and over and over and over. You kind of get my point now. That's the thing. If you want to get good at flying model airplanes, it just boils down to one thing, and that's airtime. That doesn't mean if that's flying a jet, that could be flying a little trainer model, it could be slope soaring, it could be FPV. The biggest way of getting good fast is just get loads of airtime. So with that said, I really am going now. I hope you enjoy the rest of the episode. We had so much fun up on that slope today, and I sincerely hope that you can just enjoy a little snippet of that too. So for myself, Matt, I'm going now. I'll leave you on the flight line. Enjoy. Cheerios.
There's a fire starting in my heart, reaching a fever pitch, and it's bringing me out the dark. Finally, I can see you crystal clear. Go ahead and sell me out, and I'll lay your stuff bare. See how I leave with every piece of you. Don't underestimate the things that I will do. There's a fire starting in my heart, reaching a fever pitch, and it's bringing me out the dark. The scars of your love remind me of us. They keep me thinking that we almost had it all. The scars of your love, they leave me breathless. I can't help feeling we could have had it all.
Right, on a really serious point, what I've been trying to do today is do my roll and turn it upside down and then hold it and then go, hang on, let me catch the camera better, that's probably a little bit more stable now. Trying to catch the roll inverted and then gently roll back out without losing any height. You'll see me doing that move over and over and over again until I get it. And I'm only just getting it now, we've been up here for hours. So yeah, slope soaring's fantastic. I haven't used a single battery yet. Happy days. Now it's time for me to go and knock Andrew out the sky. So wish me luck. And if I get a Dave, that's even better. Cheerios.